Surprise! Oh, I forgot to turn my green screen off. I mean on. I mean, ah! Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you here today. We're gonna play some Star Wars in the Old Republics, in the era of the Old Republic today, this morning. Good morning, everybody. Glad to see you here. I'm super happy. I woke up on time. I took a shower. I'm drinking mango juice. I'm feeling fine, and I'm feeling like I want to put it all on the line, or rather, I want to put it all on Freedom's line. Freedom is an amazing droid. Freedom has much to say on the topic of freedom here, and it's a droid. It is enjoying its best life alive. So if anyone or oh my god, sorry. I'll calm down with my life. I'll calm down with my life, I promise, at some point. If anyone would like to join me, I'm going to be fighting him. Was that DCH behind me? Oh, it's Rogue. Hey there. If anyone wants to join, please whisper the character Saya. We will be on a Starforge server, Republic side. The only requirement to join will be that you have your ship in the story, so that you are finished Coruscant. So Starforge server, Republic side, have finished Coruscant in the story. And we'd love to have you along, but you don't need to know what's going on or anything. We're going to teleport you to a location, and we're going to fight this robot. If you're low level, you'll probably die really fast, but you'll get tons of XP. If you're high level, you might still die really fast, but it'll be fun. It's not a very difficult boss. So to join me, just whisper Sai, and I'll send you an invite. But while we form up, I am going to go over the news. So luckily, it looks like the developers are still out on a holiday vacation. They haven't posted anything yet. I'm hoping to not see anything until like January 2nd or forward. I'm hoping they get a proper holiday. They deserve that for sure. The Stronghold Cantina decoration bundle is on sale for 600cc. I actually don't really recommend this. I feel like there are better decorations out there for similar prices. No, don't whisper freedom! We did have a player hopping in named Harb's Cantina, and Harb said, "I'm so tempted to try playing the game again. I used to be guilded years ago, but gave up with them. Not the best people, so I've not played since then." Hey there, Harbs. Yeah. Who you play with in any video game, I think, can really make or break your enjoyment of a game. I very strongly believe that, and we've had quite a few people who have had varied experience with guilds. Some people love their guilds, some people have been in a bad one in the past and like when they're in now. Some are still trying to find that perfect fit. I don't know if you've seen it, but we have created the guild finder that I'm linking for you in chat if you wanted to take a little look and see if there might be a group that kind of fits what you are looking for in a guild, like the kind of activities and or social atmosphere that you're looking for. As for the game itself, if you haven't played in a while, there's obviously been quite a bit added. We're here every weekday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific time, so if you have any questions, including right now, feel free to ask. Happy to answer the best we can. We have Narima's gonna join us. We have Arvelson's gonna join us. Oh, I should probably pin that message, huh? So if you want to join us for freedom, creating freedom. Yeah, Patrick, you're welcome to come as well on Imperial side if you just want to tag it. I just can't like teleport you here, unfortunately. Next up is the Rackle event that is currently running. I think we're going to be running it together on Monday, I've decided. I do, however, realize I have a special announcement for Monday, so we might not run it till later in the day. I haven't decided the order of things yet. The Double XP event is also currently running. You guys have been telling me about your leveling plans. So it's been very nice to hear about that. Hear you guys leveling up your characters, especially those doing the kind of same thing as me, trying to get those high B characters, those high level characters up to 80. I do that Reluix did a requote of what I said. If you're low level, you will die fast. If you're high level, you will die a little slower. It's true. It's exactly how world bosses go. We'd love to have you along, even if you die traumatically. Even if you die like Baba Yoda on my shirt right here. Oh, he's so cute. Today is part of Life Day, continuing all the way till January 9th. I'm still kind of chucking my snowballs, trying to get some more of those parcels. PvP Season 4 is currently running. I decided to skip this season for my sanity, but oh my god, I'm starting to get the PvP itch again. I'm starting to miss PvPing as part of kind of my like weekly schedule of things to enjoy. So I'm kind of glad that the seasons are fairly short intervals in between, because that means, oh my god, that means I won't PvP till March. No, that's too long. I might have to PvP at the end of the season. Maybe just get a couple levels in, just a little more. Galactic Season 5 is also currently running. I actually want to take a quick peek at where I am in terms of my reputation and objectives for that. So for reputation, I'm almost done. I'm at champion. I only have about 5k left, so I think I'll get it next week, if I recall correctly. But what about my achievements? How many objectives have I done? Have I done enough yet? Achievements. I'm opening it up in the background here. Achievements. Confidence and power. I've run 90 seasons objectives, so I'll get it like next week. Rogue points out, if only your guild had PvP events. Oh yes, I like queuing up both alone and with you guys. I just have to be careful not to burn out and die, because there was too much going on with the holidays and stuff. General Grievous says, to be honest, I would like to play as my Jedi Knight is only level 75. Sadly, my sub is not really working as I'm subscribed to Steam as it canceled due to my payment method. Oh, buddy, that can be very, very tricky to solve, I noticed, if for whatever reason your payment isn't accepted. The other places you can check are swtor.com/buy. And if you somehow already paid and it's not working, just make sure to contact customer support. It's a fairly common issue, and they're pretty happy and easy about fixing it. Okay, I think that's it. Sombrina asks, is this a good time to come back to the game? I haven't been playing in 2 years. Oh, hey there, Sombrina. After this, I'm actually going to be jumping into 2 of the newer storylines that you wouldn't have played yet. And I think there's been either 3 or 4 new little storylines. They're not like necessarily full expansions, but really solid updates that I quite liked. There will be the Manon and Elam story, which I think you may have already played. Then there's Runuk, which I really like. Then there's a Voss Interpreter's Retreat, which I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be spacebarring through some of it because I want to get to certain parts. And lastly, they just very recently, less than a month ago, released this area that I'm actually in right now. Yeah, Patrick, awesome, I see you. So we currently have a group of 6 to fight the robot here. Yeah, the robot. Freedom. If you'd like to join us, we are a Republic-side Starforged server. You just need to have your ship in this story. Ideally be a high level, but we're happy to take you along if you're low level. If you don't know how to whisper, what I need to know is your character name in chat. I'm going to go put out a shout out in allies too, because why not? Why not? Let's fight some robot. Hello. Orbius is going to join us. Hello. We are going to fight Freedom. Ornamental world boss. All welcome. Just need your ship. Have summon. Teleport. Whisper. If interested. Yeah? Yeah. There we go. Silver Battle Wolf. Let's get you. Invite Silver Battle Wolf. I see Scion had a question I missed somewhere along the way. Let's see. Scion said, question, this galactic season there was no companion, correct? Yes. So it doesn't matter which character of mine claims the rewards before it mattered, or else you have to spend lots of CC. There is sort of something similar. And that is the fact that the track, while it doesn't have a companion, it still has a similar story. And this story, you'll notice on the track, is there's one at level 1, I think. One at level 1 right here, Dark Tidings. One at level, I think, 15? and one at level, I think, like 45? I can never remember, I'm sorry. But those, if you want to play them on multiple characters, you have to claim them on one, get the unlock, and then you have to pay cartel coins to play it on multiple characters, collections unlock. But I don't think it's too expensive, but I can't remember. Hey there, we have lots of nice questions here in chat. Hey, you guys. Let's see, the next question was Morisabe putting an adorable cat in chat. Hey there for the first time. We had... Oh, Quinlana saying I'll do the credits catch up for PvP again. That's all the PvP I can stand. Oh, no PvP for you. How sad. I like to do PvP, but I might be unlocking it just with credits. Rilla says, I've played this game for over 400 hours, been a year or two since I last played, and for some reason one of your videos ended up on my recommended on YouTube. Tempted to get back into it as I love the game. Oh, cool. Out of curiosity, which video did you wind up taking a peek at? Feel free to ask any questions about the game so you can see if it might be good for you or not. Lots of players in here right now. What planet is this? Hey, Kaheu! Hi there! We're on the newest one. We're actually on Ord Mantell. You may recognize it from like the Smuggler story or the Trooper story, but this is like a new area called Kessen's Landing. It's really cool. I won't be showing more of it because we're just fighting the world boss. I really, visually, really like it. So that's from the newest story. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone else saying they're trying to join or posting their character name. Oh, Will. Will on YouTube. Will... on YouTube. Are you in the group yet? I see Victor and Jordy whispered me. Awesome, I'm glad I waited. Thrawn says that Imperial guy might pull before us. Oh, this guy! Don't pull before us. I'm gonna send out a summon now. Oh no, I should be patient. Oh, Will says they're here. Group. Summon group. Think we're good. Think we're good. Parenting duties? Have a good one. Good luck. So as soon as I see everyone vaguely loaded in, we're gonna go. So hold on. Waiting for load in. Oh, Nessa! Nessa? Oh no, Nessa, I missed you. Okay, we're Obi-Wan O'Malley I know is here. Okay, let's go. So we're just gonna fight the robot.
The Republic and cannon fodder of the Empire. Prepare to
oh
be
no, I have only snowballs on my bar.
freedom.
This is a problem. Well, I guess Freedom's getting snowballed. It's okay. It's fine. Oh dear. Oh my.
The Galactic
Oh la la.
lie to you. Wake up.
If we happen to have any healers, feel free to revive people.
The Galactic
Fine.
powers lie to
Oh,
you.
the fire on the floor. It really hurts, but it's not very visible, unfortunately. So visibility, poo-poo for sure.
Do not avoid the peaceful coexistence beam, or you will
Don't
be
stand in fire. That one's very... I would definitely say it's difficult to see by a lot. I don't really blame people for getting stuck in that one. The baby planet got an upgrade. Yeah, isn't that neat? Voss also went through a similar update. Not quite as dramatic, but you'll actually see it coming up here.
or you will be eradicated.
Okay, these snowballs are cramping my style.
Do not
I can't do my...
the galactic powers
Some of my key abilities here.
The only truth lies with the separatists.
Oh, you guys are dying in the fire. It's so sad. Oh my goodness gracious.
Or you will be eradicated. The Mantelian separatist movement wants you. All targeted parties.
Whoa.
Please begin reconsidering your allegiance while you are in the non-aggression circles.
Non-aggressive circles? What do those even do? They're scary.
The only truth lies with the separatists.
I don't like them. If you're dead, feel free to stay dead, because you'll still get credit.
Coexistence beam, or you will be eradicated.
Oh my gosh.
Forces believe in peace.
Frankie droid.
Resist.
Yay! Nice job. I died. Also. Success! Ah, yes. That was very amusing. Oh, the robot disappeared again. I wonder why he's so cursed. Luckily, I was mostly working on the weekly. Thanks for coming. Have a nice day. I wish he didn't disappear like that. It's very disappointing. It's like, oh, was there loot for me or did it just disappear altogether? Oh my gosh. Thank you. That was fun. Thank you. Let's see. So I'm going to open my little box and see if we get lucky with the mount there. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to work on answering some more questions, and then we're going to move over to a new, to a storyline that has spoilers, but I'll let you know before that happens. Kyle Snowy wants to know, is there any kind of difference between the servers like Starforge and Satil Shan or what? Oh, hey there, Kyle Snowy. Yeah, that's a great question. There is a difference between them, sort of. So, Starforge and Satil Shan specifically are both English North American servers. When you try to pick one on the server selection screen, it actually doesn't show you any difference. However, there is a minor one. Previously, there was many servers and they kind of got merged together into these larger kind of mega servers. I'm having a brain fart, I'm sorry. What kind of happened is they decided to label them just North America, not East Coast, not West Coast, and just kind of let people pick whatever they wanted. Previously though, Starforge was primarily made of East Coast players, so like closer to New York, and Satil Shan was mostly made of players from West Coast, for example, California or Washington or Oregon. Those time zone designations still kind of exist, mainly because the players were previously in 2017 and earlier divided like that. So it's not necessarily that it's official like that, but it still kind of exists like that in the background. Starforge is also at this point kind of known for being slightly more populated. Now the other servers are quite different. So the other designations, there's one by language. So there's a French server, a German server, and then an English server, but in Europe. And then Shea Visla is the newest server that got added, and that one's very different. It's considered English in the Asia Pacific region, but it's also called a fresh start server, is what people like to call it. And it, oh no, they just attacked me. Why did I do that? What have I done with my life? Where is my stealth out button? And why is it not keybound? I'm so upset. Where's my Q button? Q, 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 Q. Oh, I think I got into combat before I could have stealthed out. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, that's the main differences between them. I hope that was useful. Werewolf wants to know, did the ability tree for specs like telekinesis sage change? Oh, there's a good chance they might have changed in the newest update, but I haven't gone back and updated the site yet. But I'd have to go and double check. Sorry if there was some misinformation on there. Speaking of that collections unlock for Galactic Seasons, Patrick's Gorgosaurus says, I think it's only like 30 cartel coins, so it's not huge, unlike 4 where it was like 150 and it really started adding up. Rillick says, surprisingly, the tips for new SWTOR players video popped up. Probably going to start playing again on New Year's. Oh, have fun! That's fun! That has a lot of actually really useful stuff in there. Is there still a referral code? Wants to know from Nafas. No, sadly, the referral code has gone bye-bye. They deleted it so you could no longer get a free subscription week. Jaggertron said, just getting back into SWTOR after a very long break. Just wanted to drop by and say a huge thanks for all your YouTube videos. Hey there, Jaggertron. Nice of you to say so. Really appreciate it. Hi. Yeah, I've been trying to get back into making YouTube videos again. It's been really fun, and there's so much resources on Swtorista.com as well. Nalt also says, huge fan, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much, Nalt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Over on the YouTube side of things, Doe wants to know, Doe King, can anyone tell me if I can put some credits on a character and send it to another server to buy stuff there? Doe King, for the most part, yes. I don't necessarily recommend it, as that's kind of an expensive way to do things. So if you want credits on another server, you could, one, put credits into a character's inventory and transfer them, except for the Shea Vizsla server. The Shea Vizsla server is a special case and does not allow transfers at all, on or off. And then there's also the idea that on the other server, if you have cartel coins, you could always just buy a cartel item directly there and then sell it. You might be able to get a better value that way, because don't forget it costs 1,000 cartel coins just to transfer character. You could potentially, like, I don't know, what could you get if you have 1,000 cartel coins? Or at least if you have something close, like the dyes would be really easy ones to buy and resell, especially the new metallic dyes. Categories. Maybe keeping an eye on the daily sales that are coming up. Trying to think if there's anything in the 1,000 range. That would be a really good buy and resell deal. There's probably a weapon or two that would be good for that. But I don't know off the top of my head. But, oh, for example, ceremonial Beskad blade, that might be an okay one. Just in a general idea like that. Is the economy on Shea Vizsla better? It's definitely different. It's definitely different, Sombrina. The Shea Vizsla economy, I'm sure you heard me say... Joby Job, thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Fish, I was thinking about you the other day. Fish, every time I see my pillows, I think of you. And this color, this yellow-orange color, I got a vase at the thrift store that matched the orange-yellow pillows. I was like, yes! Back to the question. On the Shea Vizsla server, I'm sure you heard me say it, it's special because it does not allow transfers. So the economy is basically, it's not better, but it is quote-unquote pure. As far as I can tell, no credit exploits have made their way heavily into that server. And that server started off with 0 items and 0 credits, so it was starting very fresh. So it's very, very interesting. And the prices are definitely a lot lower on the Shea Vizsla server. However, it is harder to get credits on the Shea Vizsla server because you can't, like, farm rare crafting materials and sell them for millions or billions, you know? Because there's... no one's buying for them for those prices. So you can mostly get credits from what you can do in-game. So, like, heroics or conquest or whatever else. It's very interesting. Very interesting all around. Astroman on YouTube said... They said, "Kahehoo! Kahohahu! Kahahaha!" Thank you very much. Thanks for using your Prime. Appreciate it. Try it again. Astroman said, I started playing again after some years, and I've been spamming Hammer Station for 2 weeks just to get 340 blues. Why would you do that? Why would you do it? 1, for weeks, and 2, why would you do Hammer Station? Buddy, we got a whole guide about gearing up faster on Swtorista.com for if you want to get those 340 blues and 340 purples even. Is this the Holy Church of Shea Vizsla? Let's go with yes. Let's go with yes. Jetlag wants to know, do you ever play GSF? Hey Jetlag, good question. I used to play GSF. Okay, I used to not play GSF. I used to play the thank you game where I said thank you so much, Namewee, you as well. Thank you guys. You guys are really trying to ring in the new year here. Appreciate it. So GSF, I avoided it for a long time because I mostly just crash into asteroids and cry. GSF is literally the only time in my entire career of gaming that I have ever rage quit something. If that gives you some context on my relationship with GSF. But one day I decided I want to play and understand all parts of the game, if not at a high skill level, just to generally understand it and try and enjoy it. And I actually finally dug into it and made a very short, a actual little series of, I think, 5 videos on YouTube about GSF and how to have fun playing it and how to kind of understand. And I want to finally understand why I was constantly dying. I also want to stop crashing into asteroids, but I managed to do that pretty early on. So I no longer actually play GSF. I just kind of grew out of it, I guess. And it also didn't... I like to chase rewards. GSF didn't really offer me anything that I was specifically looking for. Swtorista rage quit GSF a bunch of years ago. Reported. That's right. Get your report buttons on. Phantom says, I've been selling cartel crates for more cash over the holidays, and setting my price 1 credit lower than the current list is a nice way to ensure my packs get bought first. Are you the person that everybody hates? Oh, speaking of which, people that everybody hates. Remember we were talking the other day, I was going through the Neopets economy? JK. We were talking about buying and selling stuff on the GTN and how you can make a profit if you do the math by buying things lower than they're technically worth and then selling them for higher. Both that lightsaber that I sold was selling, and the other item, whatever it was, both sold. So I think I made a free, easy 3 million credit profit just for buying it, reselling it over the course of like a minute. I just wanted to point out that, yeah, it's sold, and that's just exactly how it works. Keep your eye on things. If something's priced much lower than the previous one, if the previous one seems like a good price, buy the low one. And if there's enough of a good gap between them, resell it, you know? And make an easy little profit there. And everybody kind of benefits. Ta-da! Neopet stream, that's right. Is there any robe armors that I can put... Are you trying to ask hilts modifications? Hilts are for your lightsabers. So you can only put hilts into a lightsaber or a double-bladed lightsaber. Robes would have... If they are moddable in the first place, they would have an armoring, a mod, and an enhancement. Fish says, I'm pleased to hear about your yellow vase. That's cool you got a vase to match them. I was so stupidly over the moon. Really, like, dumb excited. Okay, I think I'm mostly caught up with the questions. Oh, except one from Gare. I love it. What class mix can I do that's not terrible to roleplay the Mandalorian? Okay, so no classes are terrible, in my opinion, so you're easy. The Mandalorian has a flamethrower and a grapple hook, right? And little whistling birds and stuff. So in my opinion, there's the bounty hunter combat styles that are going to be the best. And so you can do the bounty hunter power tech because you'll get the grapple hook. Which I think is very iconic to me, to the Mandalorian, especially with that first episode. I think it's the first one. And then if you want to have more fire, go for Mercenary. And if you want to have both, just pick both and swap between them, you know? I think that's got to be the most iconic way to do that. Question, am I safe here or will there be spoilers? There will be spoilers once I actually start the story. I'm going to be doing the old wounds storyline. Have a good one, Kaheho. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have fun. I should be actually running the new story probably on like Tuesday if you want to see more of the new planet later on. Bye. Have fun at the wedding. Raphael asks, hi, Swtorista. One question from a noob. Big thumbs up. How come you do not get attacked by all the enemy bystanders when you pass near them? Hey, that's a good question. So number one, I'm in stealth. That was number one. Number two, if there's a certain distance you can be from things and they won't attack you. So for example, right here, if I run here, I'm too close. But if you're far enough away, they don't see you. Third, there's a really weird thing where if you're just sitting somewhere and the enemies load in on top of you, they won't see you. I think it's to give you a chance to get away. But right now, I'm just in stealth. So hopefully that I think that covers most cases. Oh my god, we can still feed the baby after we fed it? Is that a thing? Alright, so I think I'm going to be heading into spoilers territory now. I'm going to be playing the Old Wound storyline. I really enjoyed watching the introductory story at the beginning. However, this specific storyline that I'm starting now in the Interpreter's Retreat area of Voss, I don't care so much about right now. I'm sorry. I just want to be a conspiracy theorist and learn all about the Jedi and stuff like that. And the reason I'm replaying it is because I specifically want to get to the next piece of content and see how it differs on Imperial side. So I've basically already seen this like, you ever take 3 times before? So I'm kind of spacebarring through the content and going into, but there will be spoilers like in the background. Sorry, that's the way it goes, but not very many, to be honest, because I don't really want to listen in until I get to the end of this story. What am I supposed to be doing here? Recover artifacts from slicer droids? Is that what these guys are? Kind of unclear. So if you don't want any spoilers, now is the time to say hi, say bye, have a great day, you know? And I hope you enjoyed the beginning of the stream. And so Monday will be no spoilers, don't worry. We're gonna be running a boss that you may be able to jump in and join us for. And we're gonna be running, and I'm gonna be doing an announcement, and there's probably gonna be some giveaways. Special event kind of thing, if that makes sense. Probably gonna go run a Reckle boss too. Have a great day, DCH. See ya! Thanks, Saya. Yeah, happy to give that spoiler warning for sure. Yeah, Quato also points out some of the creatures in the world are pretty dumb, and you can walk behind them and they might not see you too. Have a good one, Victor. Thank you. Raphael said, thank you so much, and FYI, your videos website have been so helpful. Ah, glad to hear. Will says, I feel like Boss would be more enjoyable if they weren't so racist. You want to know some crazy stuff? I won't spoil it, but you're talking about like between the boss and the Gormak, right? Or the boss towards the Gormak, rather. That is a very important plot point in the greater Star Wars story, and there's a lot of background on why they act like that, and it's really not acceptable, obviously, but really oh no, he saw me. Ah, run away. He sees me even in stealth. Ah. Angry Mama Varanticus. And it's super interesting. I don't want to give any spoilers, but you might learn more about the Voss and the Gormak through the, I think, Imperial Agent story. Super interesting. I remember like my little eyes bugging out of my head at that point. Am I too late for question time? No, not at all. It's still question time. I just wanted to give warning that there might also be spoilers in the background while I play. Monday will feel like a whole new year? I sure hope so. Seeing as it will be New Year's. Yes. General Grievous says, for the Mandalorian, I recommend playing a Bounty Hunter class and the Mercenary combat style. I am also doing a Mandalorian walkthrough for my Bounty Hunter. Oh, that's super cool. Thanks for sharing, General Grievous, that you're actually doing the same thing as our YouTube guest, yeah. Will the stream start later on New Year's? No, I think it'll be at the same time as usual. I tend not to actually stay up late for New Year's because I'm a big baby and I like to go to bed as early as possible. The Voss Planetary story is where that is explored, with each class having another piece of the puzzle. Ah! No! Matej, yes! Yes, you're right. You're right. If you do play all the classes, you get a lot of the story. The Imperial Agent, especially, if I'm remembering right. I could be remembering wrong. Someone correct me if I am. I just can't say exactly what I'm trying to remember because, oh, so spoilers. G59, hey there, good morning. I liked when I logged in and I was getting ready to go. You guys were like arguing about what time it was. Because you're all in different time zones. It's just making me laugh. Some of you are like, no, it's evening. No, good morning. What time is it? Swtor time. I heard you mention Mr. Swtorista before. Does he play as well? Ah, that's how we met. The Mr. Swtorista moniker, his name, is more of a joke than anything else, just because I don't want to call him by his real name. But we actually met through SWTOR back in the day. He no longer really plays MMOs, for the most part. He does play lots of games, though, and he still really likes Star Wars. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. We're actually playing right now Baldur's Gate 3, and he's playing solo. He's playing a game called... It's a Warhammer game. I think it's called Rogue Trader. He loves RPGs. He really likes them. Like Fallout. Yeah, Fallout. Yeah, Fallout. Skyrim. What was he playing before? Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Another one he was playing, I can't remember, those type of games. Yeah, he's really liking Rogue Trader. He played Starfield for a bit, but I noticed he just kind of wandered off from it after a while. But Rogue Trader is like one of those ones that's really clicking with him. Why do you like playing, why did he stop playing SWTOR? Didn't like the direction of the game? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he really cared about it deeply at that level. He's one of those players that's more like me that was just really enjoying the game in all its various aspects. I'm trying to think why he would have stopped playing specifically. I would say, first off, he's not obsessive in the same way that I am. I think everybody eventually has a timeline where they're gonna stop playing a game. It's stupid to think you'd be playing it forever. He played for like, you know, like 7 years. Probably just a combo of things, wanting to try out other games and in real life picking up a little more. One thing that I do know as kind of a fact is the #1 reason a former World of Warcraft developer said that people leave a game is because their friends are no longer playing it. Like, it doesn't matter the state of the game. If your friend stops playing, there's a much higher chance that you will as well, or your friends. So I feel like we stopped playing SWTOR together once we started being more in person, because we didn't necessarily need to. We could go do actual stuff together, and I think that lack of like daily play just kind of stopped playing and started rotating between different games instead. Mattish says, I come on and off as mood strikes me since launch. Love your site. Have been using it forever. Best resource for SWTOR online. Yeah, and I think that's really a lot more common. So in general, I think he has kind of shied away from MMORPGs, though, or games that you play with other people. He's a really, really relaxed person. He's not nearly as crazy as I am about everything. We're very much quite opposite in that regard. So I think he really does view video gaming as like a very relaxing thing that he can just kind of lose himself in, and doing that with other people can sometimes be very hard. Being social can be very difficult, you know? For me, it's like something very invigorating, but for him, it's something that can have a lot of payoff, but like we've made a lot of friends over the years, but also is a lot of work. My question, says the Paringe, was how do I actually get a headpiece that looks like a Marauder Elite on an Inquisitor? There are apparently lookalikes, but I'm not sure any of them still drop. Do I have to sub and get a secondary class? That seems a bit dramatic. Hang on. Mandalorian Elite. Mandalorian Elite. SWTOR. Mandalorian Elite. Swtorista. Here it is. Are we talking about this one? Are we talking about this guy right here? hang on. I don't know what. If I search for Elite on here, will it show up? Elite. Are we talking about Mercenary Elite? Oh, Marauder Elite. I'm a big dummy. Marauder Elite. Oh, I got it. Okay, here we go. Oh, that is certainly a helmet that I haven't seen very often. So this one specifically is crafted by synthweavers. And I think it would look different Republic side than Imperial, correct? And then, but it can be worn. Oh, but it's only wearable by Sith warriors and Imperial agents, even in the Outfitters tab, because it's a cranky butthole. So let's see if we can find something similar to this. Tor Fashion. What happened to Tor Fashion? I don't even know if I have a search function for this yet. Oh, I do! Thank God. Okay. Elite. Oh, we better be more specific. Marauder. Elite. There it is. Okay, let's see if she had anything on file. Ooh, let's take a look. Not looking super positive. Wow, I think you might be out of luck that I know of. I'm not. Let's see.
Half-witted
Thermal pummelers, I think, is something you could have gotten, but only at a certain level range. The rest, I don't see as being anything that you could, like, go back and get these days. Wow. Well, I'll link you this page, so you at least have this information on hand to see if it might spark any other information elsewhere. But yeah, I got nothing. I don't have that information. I'm very sorry. I don't have this helmet for you. Blank SDA, thank you so much. Matej says, Marauder Elite was gear from Heroics on Terrace during launch. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like, you can't find the exact one. Like, there's very similar, but not specific. Oh, Blank, you used Prime too. Thank you. So what am I supposed to be doing? Examine and scan planted devices. Oh, it's supposed to be doing something, not just murdering. So yeah, Depringe, that was actually an archive of Tor Fashion that I created before it went down. I haven't done a very good job getting those to show up on Google yet, though, unfortunately. That's a whole different project that I gotta work on. Press the button. Force Sentinel has the same looking helmet. Yeah. Is this one right here? Force Sentinel. It's listed as random drops from Champions Elites on Balmora, Pub, Terrace, and prototype gears from World Drops. But is it level locked or not? That's where it gets so funky. I can link this one to you too. Is it possible to solo Dreadtooth? Oh, I saw you asking that earlier. Using maybe a DPS spec with a lot of self-healing? Tulak. I would, like, assume no. I'm not even sure that's something a very skilled player could do. He just has a fudge ton of health and puts out a ton of damage and puts out a lot of stuff on the ground, and you obviously can't use your companion. I don't think you could do it. I'd be very impressed if someone showed me that they did, though. Are all those old ones even still in the game? Great question. No idea. Great question indeed. I don't know. I wish I did. That's why on my site, swtorista.com/armor, I only tracked items that I knew a specific way to go and get. Yeah, thermal stuff is the Hoth level range. Yeah, Will's familiar with what I'm talking about. There's certain items that you can only get from Heroics. Oh wait, am I supposed to help murder? Yeah, I think so. There's only items you can only get during a certain level range, and some of the level ranges are like 2 levels, like level 47, 48, from Heroics or from Conquest boxes. Planet doesn't technically matter, but they tend to be thematic to the planet, sort of. Hey there, Charles the Elder. Hi. Nice to see you again. Yes, Matej does make a good point. They still do exist in the game as players currently own them. Are they still available to be gotten? That's more of the mystery. Yeah, that's more of the... I'm not sure. And yeah, Jedi Smuggler says they should do a thing where they bring back old armor, and actually the developers have done that over time. So the armor from the Setpone is destroyed. The armor from the tech fragment vendors, that's cosmetic on the fleet. Some of the armors from Voss. The armors that they added for tech fragments across the planets. All of those are actually older sets that they brought back so that there was a way for you to get them, which I thought was super cool. Super pleased about that, and I hope they continue that. And they also talked about the idea of doing an armor audit and continuing with that. They talked about it when they talked about the GTN, which I thought was really cool, and I hope they do that. Rakata, Halloumi, and Chinese armor was brought back, although that's not quite the same kind of stuff. But yeah, I was excited to see that be brought back as well for similar reasons. I love armor having a specific way to go get it. Like, I don't mind it being random as well. But I hate the idea of someone saying, "Oh wow, I love your armor, how'd you get that?" And you can say, "Oh, it kind of just disappeared from the game." You can no longer get it in any way. And I don't mean like retired limited time items. I mean items that just kind of wandered away from the game. Oh yeah, I remember you had a list. Sorry, JR said that if you want to level slower, don't forget there's a special item on the fleet that you can pick up called the White Acute module. I do have a guide about it, on how to get it, how to level slower. But you can only pick up the item during double XP, though it works outside of double XP too. Doe says, I remember you had a list of cool armors on every class back in the day. Was it updated since then? No, I've never made it an updated one, to be honest. I should at some point. I have trouble in my mind working on cosmetic stuff. Those were some of the earliest projects that I did, and people really liked them, but it's hard for me to reconcile the idea that I could be working on like guides that like actually help you to play, compared to like fashion guides. And it's really stupid because it's not true in any way. Like, it feels very shallow, but at the same time I really love fashion, and because I find it's a way to like explore the expression of who your character is to you. Like, how your character looks is one of the ways to like show their story. And like, I very firmly believe that. Like, I feel it myself constantly that like I'm more connected to my characters when I dress them cool. I even more strongly believe that in real life. Like, if fashion that you choose yourself can be absolutely a way of like artistic expression. I don't know why I feel that way when it comes to making content. I always feel like I need to make these huge projects. Does Twitch not give monthly prizes on Swtor when you have Prime? Hey there, Johans. No, they do not have what's it called? Like Twitch drops or anything like that. Poor Matej is still trying to collect specific pieces of the remnant sets. Sorry. Wouldn't it be funny if you could, like, destroy, like, you could trade in 100 remnant pieces for one of your choice? Fashion is subjective. Something I might like could be hideous to someone else. Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Where do you get the snowball cannon? Did they ever put it back on the cartel market? Let's see. Hang on. Snow? Snow? Sorry, I can't type. Why don't they sell it? I don't understand. Why is the snowball cannon not on there? I don't understand. Hello, Cormac people. How do you get it? You don't. Why you don't? I don't know. No snow for you, indeed. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, why it's not for sale. Nice. General Grievous is trying to get a hold of the Tulak Horde armor. That's a more frequent item to like cycle in and out of the cartel market. I hope you're able to find a good set on GTN. Snowball Cannon was item of the day towards starting of the Life Day event. Yes, Lady Muse, thank you so much for pointing that out. But why is it still not available for sale, if not on sale? People need their cannons. I honestly don't know. I want an environmental shield, says Matej, that prevents me from being drenched in snow. I'm so sorry. This snow is griefing you. Yeah, JR, I have really no idea. I'm thinking it has to do with that bug a while ago. Do you remember, JR, there was a bug that if an item went on sale, for 50% off as part of the random daily sales, it would randomly disappear, like, from the cartel market altogether. Well, that wasn't the right one. I'll buy you. I think it, in my mind, has something to do with that, and it's like a technical issue, and they're not quite sure what's going on either. That's my guess. Like one of those weird things. Darius says, I bought the Tusken Raider staff on the Cartel Market, but the red Tusken Raider armor set is difficult to get. Ah, yes it is. It's very much meant to be an item that you earn over a long period of time. And Darius says, but I don't have a lot of playtime. Varian, have you considered getting the social vendor set and just dyeing it red? Or dyeing it another color that you might like? Oh, here we go. And now I can pick up these quests. Oh no, I don't want to play Shrine of Silence. Here, I'll just turn it off. Make my life easier there. Sarwita messaged me in-game and asked, how do I get access to the dailies? Oh, you're right here. You need to complete the boss... Oh my god. The boss storyline first. Old wounds. Beyond that, I'm not sure. You just kind of pick it up halfway through the story. Darius says, nope, I didn't think of that. It would be probably a lot easier. Like, personally, I actually like the color of it, the way it is. But if you like the idea of having, like, blood red garb of sand people, that also is cool. And I'm sure there's, like, some dye. Oh, I've started that, but it just says complete tasks. Are you able to right-click the board? I think there is also some more quests to the north. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Maybe log in, log out. It's hard to, like, diagnose those kind of problems without being able to see what the person sees, unless you're already like familiar with the bug that they're experiencing, like you heard about it from a friend or something. Can I buy an upgrade or a Ricotta piece at 344 as a preferred player who has a lot of spare OP-1 catalysts? Tulak, great question. Okay, so if you're the kind of player who has a whole bunch of spare OP-1 catalysts, you can work on that if you have the artifact authorization. Actually, I'm not sure if you could buy the pieces but not wear them. Like, if you wanted to work on earning them for the future, you could potentially upgrade them, but I'm not sure about that. But I know you would not be able to wear them without the artifact authorization because they have a purple border. Matt. But I'm unable to test if it lets you buy them and just upgrade them in your inventory, because that would be pretty useful if you're working on something while you're just kind of waiting to subscribe again in the future. Hey, Darius, thank you very much. Yeah, have fun setting up that sand person outfit for sure. Is that all the credits that I just saved you and time? You're welcome. But yeah, JR, yeah, I noticed that too. The cannon was just never available for sale except on its on-sale day. It's so weird. Yeah, I really don't know. It's a big mystery. I think I'm supposed to be scanning with my little scanner. Let me go up on this rock. Good morning, says Rum. Gotta go. Be back later. Bye. 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 Have a good day. I'm very curious now, Tulak, about this whole concept of I'm not entirely sure why I'm scanning. Is this like a data stream? Yeah. I think I finally made it through all the questions. If I missed yours, feel free to re-ask it. It just means I physically missed it. By the way, today I'm just kind of running through some story in the background. I'm not doing anything really intensive like I am sometimes with fights and stuff like that. So if you have any questions about the game, whether it's a new, oh, there it is, a new player question or a veteran player question, I love both newbie questions, basic ones, as well as love pointing people towards more in-depth answers for complicated stuff. Feel free to ask it in Twitch chat or in YouTube chat. Happy to answer while I'm just running around getting to the story that I really want to see. Just kind of hanging out today. Taking it easy. Oh, these guys are not taking it easy. Leave me alone. I have a new question, LOL, says the Parange. Yeah, absolutely. You can even ask more than one question. I think I'm trying to get up there. I think I need to, like, go up the stairs. I haven't played any PvP, player versus player, partially due to lag around too many players, but like some of the Diable thirsty and set enough to try to get Warzone 1 accelerants. Would you recommend getting into PvP or GSF or possibly something else? Oh yeah, okay, great question. So GSF, if you didn't mention the lag, I would generally recommend playing PvP because it seems to be have a more accessible start. Like, it's friendlier to start in than GSF. Not the players or anything, but I mean the actual act of, like, fighting things. Because, you know, PvP is... You still just run around your character with a WASD and hit your abilities. It's just against other people instead. However, GSF is a whole different set of controls, and some people struggle to even, like, fly around. And there's no, like, testing grounds or anything like that, really. So... Normally, I would recommend PvP. However, I will point out that, as far as I understand, GSF has little to no lag. Because it's not trying to load in anywhere close to the same amount of stuff that the rest of the game has. You're not loading in your Force Lightning and stuff like that. So as far as I understand, pretty much no players get lag in GSF. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong on that one. That's just what I'm remembering off the top of my head. Now, with that said, I think PvP is a really fun part of the game, and like I said, it's a lot more accessible to start with. I would recommend, if you haven't already and want to try PvP and lag is the specific issue, turn off your graphics. Turn them off to low. Turn them as low as possible. And turn off nameplates if you haven't already. If you haven't done those things and tried it before, it could make a huge difference in terms of your lag specifically. Or some players just kind of get used to the lag. I don't think you would need too much. So it's not like you would be playing it forever because you're after a specific reward too. What can I use an ESNE controller model for? Oh gosh. I wish I had a guide about that. It's such a weird, obscure thing. Basically, you could take that and a pile of the Iocath shards. Let's see if I have any. I forget what they're called exactly. The Iocath currency. Iocath power shards. A big pile of those. And you go to, I think, the weapons factory. It's a room that has a quick travel nearby, and there's like a flashing, colorful symbol. You take it there, and you can turn into a giant ESNE and run around Iocath for like an hour or until you die. It's pretty fun and silly. That's really, like, there's not even a ton of like guides about it or anything like that. We had a question on YouTube from Raphael who said, also, are space missions for fun, or do you gain something from them? Yeah, both types of space combat you gain something from. So space missions, which are different than GSF. GSF, Galactic Starfighter, is where you fight against other people. Space missions, or quests, the ones on your ship, those are solo, so against a computer and on rails. GSF mostly has kind of like PvP, I guess, related rewards, and there's some really decent currency rewards at level 80 you can get through that. Am I just fighting things? Tome of the Song Unheard? Am I murdering? I think so.
This will help.
I always forget, and I never want to read the quest logs because I'm lazy. And think I can just button mash my way through it. The space missions I really like. I have a whole set of guides about the rewards and stuff you can get from that. There's some cool cosmetic rewards you can get. It's a great way to earn conquest through reputation. They're fun. There's a bunch of achievements and there's some titles you can get and stuff like that as well. We had a comment from Druga. Hey there, Druga, for the first time. Druga says, hi, returning player there. Here. Ha! Welcome back! I haven't played since before the game went free to play. Oh my god, you're a long break. You're like a decade's break. Oh, I think I already got this item, so I think I just move forward now. How is the game now? All classes and specs are wanted in late game, and also should I buy a sub or can I stay in my privileged account? Hey, that's a really great set of questions. Let's go one by one. How is the game now? So the game is going to be very different just because of the sheer amount of time that has passed since you played last. There's a lot more endgame content. There's a lot more story to go play. What am I doing here? Am I supposed to kill robots here, or did the Varanticus eat it? No way, did they eat it? Nearby enemies? The Varanticus babies ate it? Man, oh my gosh. Get out of there. The game... The game has changed quite a bit since you would have last played it. I like the game. I'm very much enjoying it. As you might see, my name is Swtorista, so I I don't exactly have an unbiased opinion. I really enjoy it. I've also been playing since a very long time. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of new stuff to check out since then. Your next, if you have any specific questions about things in the game, feel free to ask. Are all classes and specs still wanted in late game? Yes. So there are a couple specs, specifically, they're very strongly called disciplines now, that do lag a bit behind. But they're pretty okay balanced, and even if you're a good player, you can still play those horrible ones. But I've just linked you the best chart, and you can kind of see there's one or two damage specs that are lagging behind, or arsenal. But all classes have at least one discipline that's just fine to use. Most of them have 2 or 3, you know? And all roles, tank, healer, DPS are still useful. Next question, should I buy a sub or can I stay in my privileged, aka preferred account? So if you're jumping back into the game, what I generally tell people is that I really like that because you have a preferred account. Whoa! A Zerka person found me. You kicked me out of stealth. That was rude. I leave. Is that one of the things I like about the game is that you can kind of jump in and out as you please without having to commit your dollar, commit your wallet, commit to subscribing, unlike some other games. So it's totally fine to jump back in, check out all your characters. There's probably some story that you have unlocked that you can check out or poke around. Wow, you actually have 2 expansions you can play for free. You can kind of see if you still like the game or if it's something you might want to try. You can do that totally for free. And this works even for a free-to-play account and not just preferred. So you, if you're enjoying it at that point, you probably at that point would subscribe. One cool thing though is that when you subscribe, the way it works now is you don't have to buy each of the expansions. You subscribe once and it unlocks all current and past expansions permanently. So the ability to get to high level, so level 80, and the ability to play the expansion stories is retained even after you unsubscribe. So I hope that answered all your questions, and feel free to ask any more specific questions too. The Varanticus did eat it. Oh my gosh, sorry, Varantici. Coder Paul said, I found that upgrading my CPU made a lot of difference in Warzones. It seems the game's CPU bound. Oh my gosh, Coder Paul, I like your name. You are 100% correct. This game is incredibly CPU heavy, and the CPU is the bottleneck for this game. I'm just gonna murder. I'm not gonna run away this time. I'm gonna kill these cats. It's not necessarily a good thing, but that's just the truth of the game. So yes, of course, upgrading your computer will also help a lot. Not that I necessarily recommend that. I wouldn't upgrade my computer specifically to play SWTOR, I think. So there's lots of other reasons to upgrade if you have the money for it. The Varanticus is gonna have a hard time digesting that robot. Eat it, Varanticus. Yeah, nobody on YouTube is also suggesting to you that you pay for subscription one time to unlock the full game content. Right, you are gonna run into some stuff like operations if you're interested in that, or the credit cap, stuff like that. But that you only really think about, I think, if you're actively enjoying the game. You've decided you want to keep playing it. Druga says, Swtorista, thank you for the answers and your time. I'll jump right in. Have a great end of the year. Cheers. Have fun. Easy peasy. Happy 2023. How do you get a ship? Says Night Dreamer. Wait, Night Dreamer, I can't tell. Is that a joke question or not? Because you've been hanging out here this entire time. You get a ship by finishing Coruscant on the Republic side or Droman Costs on the Imperial side, and sometimes it's your master who gives it to you, sometimes it's the Republic, sometimes you steal it back from Skavik. That's my ship! I'm in the middle of doing these quests, says Happy Hillbilly. Had to take a break. Oh, nice, Happy Hillbilly. I took a long break from doing this quest. My character's quite far behind, so I'm trying to get them caught up so I can play the newer story on Imperial side. Oh, maybe a ship for Galactic Starfighter? Maybe that's what you're asking? If so, that would be a question that definitely has an answer. Sorry. I got awkward and didn't know how to finish that sentence. Deparinge, who was having lag in PvP, says, okay, I think I'll try potato graphics, thanks. If GSF is too similar to space missions, it's not. It's very different. I'm not sure I'd be into it. Anyway, are there any classes you would recommend for newbie PvP?
Welcome to the Shrine
Oh,
of Judgment.
you know what?
And please pardon the dust. While restoration is in progress, we hope you enjoy this trial version of my audio tour program. Follow closely and watch your step.
Judgment is one of the Voss Interpreter's most crucial tenets.
Am I supposed to
And
be
this
in here right
shrine,
now?
one of the oldest in our world, has long been an important pilgrimage destination for many interpreters in training. In this chamber, there was once a mural of a popular parable, which served as a lesson for many young Voss who walked the path toward interpreting visions. Please approach the tablets to continue.
Oh, I remember this quest. I really like this one. Broke my brain. Hang on. The droid is in no hurry. Okay, nothing was broken. I was just impatient. Got it. It's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Is there any classes you would recommend for newbie PvP? So I actually have a guide about easy classes to learn. The easiest classes to learn. I went and learned the basics of every class in SWTOR to play at least at a base level, not at a high skill level. However, I don't know if that overlaps specifically with PvP. I was in this guide that I'm linking for you in chat, and I'm going to link for you guys in YouTube too if you're interested. Hey Nora, nice to see you. I give both suggestions for like my top 3 easiest, and also easiest per like combat style, because each of them have 3 options you can swap between. Sorry. Oof. Pat my turtle as I stretch. Okay, but so I guess you could always try out these ones. The easiest classes that I recommend here. I specifically, my top 3 were Guardian, Juggernaut, Vigilance, Vengeance, Shadow, Assassin, Infiltration, Deception, and Scoundrel, Operative, Scrapper, Concealment. However, I haven't specifically written about or tested these for PvP. However, they have a limited amount of buttons for their rotation to memorize, so that might make it easier in general. So I will say, trying to think, if you play a stealth character, people have certain expectations that you know how that works and how to use it. With that said, I really like Concealment. Apparently Robin does too. That's really about it. I feel kind of lost because I don't have a specific answer. Out of curiosity, do you guys have any disciplines or classes that you recommend for PvP in terms of being easier to play? The ones that I found the hardest to play ones I found the hardest to play were the sniper and the sniper and its mirror, the gunslinger, because you have to stay still a little more. However, that doesn't mean they're ineffective. It just means that I'm personally bad at them. I'll go listen to the story.
There once was a young Voss, the only in his family to survive the brutality of a Gormak assault. He began to see visions, so other Voss proclaimed him their mystic. Though he was untrained, the others followed his judgment in all things. In one vision, he saw a Mavor covered in blood, so he ordered a hunt. All the creatures were decimated.
What I do in Baldur's Gate when I don't want to listen to the story. I sort my inventory.
In another vision, the mystic saw an outsider holding a tablet under his cloak. To protect the sacred relics of Voss, he ordered all outsiders banned from his village.
But oh, other tablet. A lot of people are suggesting Arsenal, Mercenary, and Gunnery Commando are pretty easy to learn and have good cooldowns for PvP. That's interesting, because Arsenal and Mercenary is so low on the ratings otherwise.
Another Voss whose back was turned. He sentenced the attacker to a life of hard labor.
We're at the museum.
The fourth vision lasted for 3 days, during which time the young mystic was unresponsive. In this vision, he saw the truth of those he had hastily condemned. He saw that the blood-covered Mavor had killed no Voss. She was a mother protecting her pups from a predator. The outsider stole no relics. He was returning one thought lost forever, and finally, to the mystic's great shame, he saw that his friend was no assailant. He was helping another Voss who had been choking. From that day, the mystic learned that any action taken from his visions required caution and patience. He learned to seek counsel from his fellow Voss, who took on the role of the interpreters.
Thank you for participating in the
You're
trial
welcome.
phase of the Shrine of Judgment audio tour. Due to lack of resources, any feedback you provide cannot be addressed at this time. However, I do hope your experience was educational.
Thank you, Lana Panico. Okay, here's the part where I have to put them in the right order. Okay, so I have the Voss tablet, I have the Outsider tablet, I have the Mavor tablet, and the Star tablet. Oh, this is the one where I always get in trouble. Mavor tablet, Outsider tablet, Voss tablet, and then Interpreter's tablet. And I also placed myself inside the relic by accident, and I am now trapped. Oh no! Museum curator. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, that is what me and Mr. Swtorista are playing right now. We are in the city, the city proper. We're wrapping up some of our storylines. Like we might go to the Devil's Fee soon, without going into spoilers. We need to go wrap up Asterian's story. I need to go wrap up Will's story. We gotta go take on the two bad guys there. Baldur's Gate 3 Act 3 is half the game. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's where we're at. We're getting there though, I think. But yeah, it's been really fun. We're not rushing it by any means. We gotta go steal some guy's heart from a jar. I'm loving it. I haven't played Dark Urge yet. I have a Dark Urge character created. But it's my solo character for when we're not playing alone and I keep falling asleep on the couch instead of playing, so... You know, adult problems. Blue Fire Truck says, I started a paladin in Baldur's Gate 3 and I immediately broke my oath by accident. I heard there's a bunch of ways. Ow, sorry. I'm stuck in my chair. I heard there's a bunch of ways you could accidentally break your oath, like stealing something or accidentally hitting someone or, you know, being slightly mean to somebody. Very amusing to me. Question, my Inquisitor has the traditional Lasha silk vestments, and I love the look and color, but damn, it's old and has a low pixel count. I found an update in a different color and do not like those. Can you recommend which dye do I need? Oh, which one did you find? That's an update, out of curiosity. Oh, you broke your oath by using the non-lethal damage? Oh, that's cursed. Oh, you were supposed to have no mercy. You were not supposed to do non-lethal things. What have you done? Yeah, but what's the item, Matej? Alex says, gunslingers and snipers really need to know how to survive in PvP because you're a sitting turret sometimes. That's right. A good sniper can really cause some chaos for sure. I'm just not a good one yet. Angry Alien says, that's it. I'm downloading this game and forcing my girlfriend to get into it after all. She got me back into WoW, so it's only even Steven. I was about to say, don't bully your girlfriend into playing a video game with you, but if she dragged you into World of Warcraft, you have earned the right to bully her straight back into a different MMO. Tit for tat, for sure. You tell her I told her. That's how that works. That is the video game law. What's your favorite path to play as? Nora, sorry, just to make sure, are you asking about Baldur's Gate, or are you asking about Star Wars The Old Republic? Sorry, we're kind of talking about two at the same time. In Baldur's Gate, we haven't even finished one playthrough yet. Right now I'm playing... Oh, in SWTOR, what's your favorite path? I follow the path of the light. I'm guessing you're asking what's your favorite class? I really like the Sith Inquisitor. That's the one I always come back to and want to play over and over. That's actually what this character is right here. As well as like 3 or 4 of my other characters that I've actually played. And then I also really like the Imperial Agent. I've only played it once, but it's the most in-depth story, I guess you could say. And I really liked that about it. Boo, light side boo, get out of here. I'm playing on an Imperial evil character right now. Look at this. Look at this. I ain't gonna accept no guff. I am dark side 5 on this character. This turtle right here should have little devil horns. Yeah, Imperial Agent. I do by far think it's the best one. Oh, I missed. Here's one more green button to press. Ta-da! And... oh, I go in this room. So, minor story spoilers. I'm probably going to be skipping through them, though. I do want to know, rewatch anything that talks about the relic that Darth Malgi is looking for, because that's what I'm personally interested in.
And one you do.
Oh, to the Shrine of Contemplation. I will. Yeah, Matesh, I like Light Side Inquisitor as well. I basically did a dark side one, I did a light side one, and then I did a neutral run, and they all had different, like, personalities the way I was playing them, and that was really fun. I liked that a lot, too. Nora says, oh, fun, I want to get this game so bad, but I don't have the money for the proper setup, sadly. Yeah, unfortunately, this game is, if you don't have a computer, you just can't. It's just the way it works. I really like that these days, modern games tend to release on multiple platforms, so I don't know if you happen to have like an Xbox or a PS5, or maybe you don't have any of the above, but in that case it usually means more people can play and try games out. But back in the day, especially when this game came out, it was very uncommon to release things across multiple different platforms for online games, like MMOs. So apparently online technology, playing with other people, especially lots of other people, is a whole huge technical thing. It's like not just something you can slap onto a game easily. What am I doing? Am I killing? Am I murdering? Defeat Shirka mercenaries. Oh, I see. Yes, just murder. When in doubt, whip it out, your lightsaber, and stab things. Dippery says, I'll keep Arsenal and the guide easy classes in mind, thanks. I'm kind of curious what being expected to know stealth involves, so... Yeah, so if you're playing a stealth character, particularly if you're playing the war zones, so there's the arenas that are just 4 versus 4 deathmatch, and then there's the war zones, which I personally consider more fun and slightly more accessible for a new player. Those are 8 versus 8, but they are objectives based. So when you're playing a stealth class, the reason I say that there's a higher expectation to know what you are doing is in terms of those objectives. So for example, a stealther, if you're on a stealth character and you go get ahead to catch the hat ball, I'm hoping you know what I'm talking about, sorry. I know you didn't get to play a lot of it because of the lag, but it's like a football. You go ahead to catch the hut ball and you're a stealther. If you're in stealth, you can't catch the ball. It will just drop on the floor. So like if you don't know that, then you're gonna be in a heap of trouble. Second, like if you are in stealth, you should go ahead and you should be prepared for a pass and you should know someone will throw you the ball and you're supposed to unstealth when you see the circle around your feet to catch it. If you're a stealther, you should be taking good advantage of guarding a node as a stealther, and know that you're supposed to be hanging out in stealth and what to do if you do happen to get caught or see someone coming. You should know to use your little stun thing and to call out and stuff like that. It's just there's just a higher expectation that you're playing a class with a special skill. You are kind of expected to know what it is. Of course, there's people who just never stealth the entire game and just go around stabbing things, which is also working. Just if you are stealthing, people expect you to know what that means in the war zones. I hope that kind of makes sense. Whether it's fair or not is a whole different story. It's just like the expectation that I've seen. Did I gather supplies? Find a way into the locked chamber? Oh, there's crystals I can click. Oh no, I don't remember the order. That one's not it. There will be peace while there is turmoil. Okay, that's the first one. That is not the second one. Good try, Swtorista. There will be something peace, something wisdom. Oh my gosh. By the time I solve this, one of you will have typed it all up. I can guarantee it. Okay, there's the first one. This has to be the second one. And where's number 3? Probably diagonal, right? Oh no! Oh, I'm so proud I memorized it so far. Oh no, that wasn't it! Oh no! Wait a second. Hang on, this one? I think this one. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And then all the way across again, yeah? Okay, we're good. Zaid Weave Robe. If I can find that one. I did it. Zaid. Oh. Yeah, I don't have a picture of it then, I don't know. Yeah, it does go sort of crisscross. I don't have any suggestions, and sorry if I don't have a pic of it. Jay says, how do you not know the Sith code by now? This one isn't the Sith code. This is like the Voss code, question mark. It's a whole different one.
You are correct.
Hey look, spoilers, I'm skipping through. Ha 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 ha. Something about the boss, the Gormak, and a fire giant robot? Oh yeah. Yeah, Deparange. There is some really nice Warzone guides on Vulk, VULKK.com, that actually go more in depth about strategies and stuff like that, especially for stealthers. But it's very in-depth. I personally don't have the stamina to read those type of guides when I'm learning something new. Charlie actually likes arenas more. When I was talking about between arenas and war zones, Charlie says they prefer arenas more only because they often move faster than war zones. That is entirely correct. They do move faster just because it's 4 versus 4 deathmatch. Versus the other ones could go up to like 16 minutes, I think, depending on how the teams are playing. Oh, let's just quick travel back home. Okay, let's see if I can find those other armor sets. Lash shot. So I don't have traditional lash of silk. What about thermal weave? Oh, here we go. Traditional thermal weave. Here we go. Yeah? Is this one of them? This one I really like. Not the helmet. Obviously, it looks like a cantaloupe shoved on top of your head. This one I really like, though. Oh, Imperial side. Haha. Traditional thermal weave. This one's pretty cool, too. Kind of like a upgraded version of the one that you get early on Korriban too, huh? Oh, how should you dye it? I actually really like a lot of the default colors. Let's see. Swtorista.com/dyes. I always dye my characters based on like something to do with their character, if that makes sense. It's always a tie-in. With, like, my main character is always kind of dark blue because that's kind of the color of the tank. This character is often in purple. Not today, but she's often in purple because, you know, lightning and stuff. Is purple, or she's blue because she's a chiss. I'm a simple person. What can I say? You're playing an Inquisitor, right? I think that's what you said earlier. Maybe you could try out something purple too. Isn't there a easy to get purple and black dye or something similar? Cartel Market. There's one that's like crafted. Reputation, maybe? Let me check the reputation ones. Reputation. Oh no, there's dark red. And dark blue. This one would probably be pretty cool. Dark red and black dye module. Slap it in there and see if it gives a higher contrast. Dirk. Hey there, Dirk. Dirk says, I'm currently playing on Shea Vizsla doing heroic star fortresses. Wow. As a reward, I can choose to get one item from one of the different Exarch sets. I can't find the sets on your website. Oh, Dirk! Dirk, you are entirely correct. Sorry, I just got a little flame of passion right there. I don't have those on the website, but they should be there because they are items that you can get from a specific way. However, if I understand correctly, you only get that armor set the first time that you do the Heroic Star Fortress. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but I think you only get to pick it once, and you get like 4 different choices, right? So if you choose one and move on, I don't think you can go back. I don't think you can go back and grab it afterwards, right? However, you can technically go run that on a different characters, and they are legacy bound. So I was actually trying to collect them for a bit. They're just such an obscure thing that I never really went back and got them all. But I do need to add them to the site. A lot of people say, oh, this and that is missing from your site, and I'm like, oh, I only focus on like specific items that you can get from specific ways. No random drops, no lock to certain levels. That one is the one edge case that should be on there but isn't, along with just newer items I haven't gotten to yet. Slightly off topic, says Taco.
Did you?
I quit SWTOR in 2016 from Zakul burnout. Fair. Hang on. Hang on. Man, I wanted to take the relic for
Thank you.
myself.
It w- that,
Watch yourself.
I look hold it through.
Good, I've
But you
wasted
are
enough
better-
time on your meaningless errands. Sweet! Secrets of the Shrine. Attend your audience with the 3. Oh, okay, this is the part where I might actually start watching the story, because I couldn't remember if your audience with the 3 helps you learn more about the relic that Malgus wants. So I'm going to go deep into spoiler territory, and I apologize. So Taco left in 2016 from Zakul Burnout, but ever since I came back in August, you provided me with countless examples of links and explanations. You've done so much, TY. Yeah, you're super welcome, Taco. I love talking to other people about this game and sharing info. I'm super grateful. When I first started, I was super new. It was my first online game, like proper MMO, and it was very daunting. Like, there was so much, and I didn't know what to Google or how to like even find fan sites and stuff like that, or guides. And I was so grateful that I had so many friends who were in guild and on forums and stuff like that were willing to answer these questions, like these super basic questions of like just understanding the game. And even now, I love asking you guys questions and figuring stuff out so that we can make little guides and stuff like that. Like, for example, we had somebody yesterday come in and say, hi, my son has a learning disability. When I'm playing with him, it's fine because I can help him read the text on the screen, but my screen reader doesn't work in the game. Do you have any ideas about that? And we were like trying to figure it out. By the way, snipping tool. Not the answer, so we have to do more research on that one. I bet there is something out there, I just don't know what it is yet. Okay. Oh, you guys are telling me that no? I'm not gonna get any sweet spoilers? Ah, oh, so sad. JR says Star Fortress Marathon next week. I'm currently on a decoration bender. Thank you very much. I'll let you know when I'm punch drunk and we can go back to Armor's collecting. I'm busy right now. Laud says, Taco and Morton, well said. Yes, thank you, Swtorista. Just came back to the game recently. I feel the same way. Your vids have been helpful. I'm super glad. Welcome back to the game to you as well. Roderick says, Swtor is my first MMORPG, and I finally finished your solo level 80 gearing guide, and it helped me so much. Thank you for all you do. Wow, Roderick, congratulations. If this is your first MMORPG and this is your first time, gearing up at endgame, congratulations. That's actually something fairly difficult to understand and get through, so high five. Now you can join the exclusive club of players who have geared up and now get to complain the next time that the gear changes and you have to start all over again. Are you ready? You have to get some really good complaints ready. You have to be part of the club. It's exclusive club. It's a tradition. It's a part of our culture. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. What happened to Kai Zykin? Have you talked to the set bonus droid, Dark, that's in the same location as he used to be in? They removed him from the game because he was so broken. But you can still get all the items from that droid. Okay, so I'm still gonna watch this, just in case there's anything to be gleaned from it, or conspiracy theorized about, I think is more important. What other games do you play besides SWTOR? I'm currently playing Final Fantasy Online.
It is time.
It's been fun.
The three
It's
have
not-
asked you to appear before them.
I'm not like in love
Your
with the game,
actions
but I'm
have
having
left
more
an
fun than
impression.
when I started.
A rare achievement.
Yeah. I don't want to talk
They
to
are
you,
waiting
lady.
for you now.
I'm also playing Baldur's Gate with Mr. Swtorista. We tend to be usually playing one game together, and we finish it and then we move on to another. We like to play story games and games that we can play 2 players. So right now, Baldur's Gate, and we'll probably be playing Baldur's Gate for the next couple of months still. Intizar does say Kai Zykin insists he was working as intended, and Charlie on YouTube says Kai was shady though, so go figure. Oh my gosh.
Why
Kai
did the three
Zykin, my
call
love.
you here? What did they want to talk to you about?
A question I have delayed answering for too long.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy,
Oh, this
we
is just
have
about her role in the boss. This is I really like this cutscene when I played
Your
it the first time.
I've
It's a good solid conversation. No.
Your insight, I believe you are worthy of the knowledge we...
Okay, here's some knowledge they plan to share. What was
There
it?
has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
a wave of change
Wait, I
rise.
think it was. Who lied to me and told me this has nothing to do with Darth Malgus?
It is
There's
terrible.
literally
Why did the
A question
what are you-
vision
when the
prophecy.
eternal much has changed. We have with enough.
people.
You bear the choices I have made are mine. I seek a greater I still have.
I get that down.
I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Oh my gosh, I can't get the recorder to record. There it is. Okay. Got it. Okay, good. Let's go. Hey there, upstart. Okay, conspiracy theories incoming. 3, 2, 1. Boss.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
I may not know much about Voss, but I know this moment deserves an appropriate amount of respect, which I'm prepared to give.
Your insight does you credit. I believe you are worthy of the knowledge we plan to share. There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
Pretty words, but I was hoping for something I could use against Malgus.
It is always useful to be prepared. That is the gift we offer you.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
Haven't your people had other visions of disasters? What makes this one so different?
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play.
What your mystics see is very important to your people. Your government, your societal rules, everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path. The decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken, the pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Me again?
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
Calm your fears. I will do everything in my power to protect Voss from what you've seen. And I do not make that promise lightly.
A grand assurance. We will hope it amounts to more than that.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready.
That was some good conspiracy theory payoff. Worth it. So...
We will be waiting.
we didn't learn a lot, but we got a lot of fire to fan our flames of theory for sure. Wow, that was cool. I liked that a lot. I'm glad I stopped to watch that one. So... God, I need to like put all these pieces together. I feel like there's a lot of... they've told us a lot about what's coming for... there is... okay, so we know... what this tells us is Darth Malgus is not the real bad guy for this story. This ongoing... I don't even know what this story would be called. I guess Legacy of the Sith? Darth Malgus is not the bad guy. He is simply calling it. If he dies, it will still happen, they said, which was very interesting as well. They said it'll just happen faster. So either it's something he started and will happen faster if he dies, or something that would have happened regardless. And possibly he is helping slow down by existing. What did they say? As... oh my gosh, I have the text log. That's lovely. Hang on. We can take a screenshot of it? Oh, thank you, Balur. It's a gift for sure. See, can I put a dark background there? Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's the whole vision. He awakens a great power, one that will tear the galaxy apart as he dreams. A wave of change rises and falls beyond the reach of Darth Malgus. As he dreams, he awakens a great power, one that will tear the galaxy apart. So he's awakening something that is dreaming. And what they told us is, even knowing that what do you say about Malgus dying? Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly. Plot twist, we are the BBEG. No, that was last time. That was when Valkorion was inside of us, okay. And I think we need to combine this knowledge with what Malgus cryptically told us about fire and flames and stuff like that. And we need to combine it with... those are the two important keys, I think, that will tell us where this is going in terms of the greater story. And then separately, how the story is going to get there. That's going to be the story of plot point 1, the relic that supposedly can be used to find Force-sensitive people. Second, Darth Null, aka a former Jedi who wanted to go her own way, and had a unique ability that allowed her to mind meld with other Jedi, but also awaken latent Force powers on those who would not have strong Force powers otherwise, who would not recognize their Force powers otherwise. And third, somehow, somewhere, if you play the Saboteur story, you get to meet another character named Cell something, some lady. She's kind of like a secretive lady, and she's been trying to scout out new Jedi, or find Jedi, old Jedi, and reconvene them. Salderon, thank you. And then we also have the fact that for R4, the most recent operation, it tied into the lore of Malachor. So while Malgus was sleeping, what did he awaken? Seriously, what did he awaken? There's so many cool things it could be. It could be literally any Sith spirit except for the ones we dealt with in the last expansion. So any of your favorite ancient Sith. It could be... when I hear the word awaken, I also think of like things in deep space, like the Celestials, like Abeloth, like, oh my god, like very scary stuff, or like the Terror from Beyond on a smaller scale. It could be ancient Sith we don't know, like, I don't know if Darth Nul quite counts. She was a whole kind of different thing, but like there's like plenty of ancient Sith we don't know about, or they could make one up, you know? Or there could even be a whole sleeping empire out there somewhere. Oh my god, if we awaken the empire, I mean the Emperor and the Cry. I don't think so though. I think they've really put that one to rest. Could have awakened, no, not awakened Malak. Malak was kind of useless. Malak was he was kind of a pawn, sorry. What about another Starforge? Oh my gosh, yeah. But a Starforge in the end is a tool. It does need directions, so it's not really something you can wake up. It's a factory. I'd love another Starforge though. It's the third / fourth Starforge. The mass shadow generator, right? That was a big mass shadow generator. That's an object though, right? It was like a tool. It was capable of destroying ships and stuff like that. So it could be involved, but it would be a tool of somebody else. So I was hoping that one of the big bads could be Darth Jadis. However, I don't think Darth Jadis is something you would awaken. He's incredibly scary, and I was really hoping he would come back at some point and try and take over the galaxy, you know. But while he could be involved, he would be much like Malgus. He'd be a secondary big bad. There are 4 Starforges known. 3 are accounted for. Matej, you're not allowed to talk to me or my dog about Starforges, because otherwise we'll go, oh no, I can feel it. It's the call. It's the call of the Starforge week. Oh no. Starforge week has turned into like Starforge. Oh no, Starforge decade. Uh-oh, we're here. We can't stop now. Okay, the Foundry specifications match those of 3 other space stations known by history. Each of these legendary stations could manufacture technology on a massive scale. 1 xenoform planets, another built fleets of ships. The Foundry created endless armies of droids commanded by the Foundry's Jedi Master, Darth Malgus. And we couldn't figure out... Oh my god, I'm going to die. We couldn't figure out if there was 3 more or 3 total, so for all we know, there's actually 4. That's all the info we have, Matej. Don't talk to me about Starforges. This is my like 40 pages of a previous conspiracy theory about Starforges and Revan. It's Cephas. It's Selmakor. The Starforge over Lahan. No, go away. Get out of here. Christian, Christian B1. Hey there. Hi. Thanks for saying hi. They asked, this game still exists? ? Yeah. I'm actually, one of the reasons I'm yakking so much about story lore stuff right now is I'm working my way towards the newest story that came out about a month ago now. I'm bad with time, sorry. Oh, sweet. I don't have to do these other quests here, it looks like. I can now continue on to the Road to Nowhere, which was granted to me automatically. That's the one I was trying to get to. Awesome. How are we for time? I got some time to play. That baby Starforge you can plant in those inbred ricotta. Oh my god. That is not a baby star. That's a seed. That's a seed. Hang on. We have... Oh gosh. We have, Narshada? In the Blackout quest, you speak to General Colvin, located in the industrial sector in the ops area. No other quests required. Oh, did I not, like, write it down? I recorded it all and took a bunch of screenshots. Yeah, that one was a super neat one, too. You plant it and tell them to, like, take care of it, right? I don't think they'll ever address that again, unfortunately. That was definitely part of Revan week, month, decade. Intriguing history of Malachor, but I want Darth Jadis back. Yeah, I don't... At first I thought it might be related to Malachor 5 and the wound in the Force and stuff like that, but... Based on the wording that we were just watching about there being something that Malgus has awakened. I don't know. You awaken a being, mainly. Or even if it's not sentient, but it is a being of some sort, right? Something is sleeping. You don't usually refer that to... Like, you could say the Star Forge was sleeping, but someone has to actively wake it up. And even if they wake it up, they still have to feed it directions of some sort, even if they're unintentional directions. Maybe Darth Malgus was poking around it. But God, the way they're describing it doesn't feel like a factory to me. It's way too fun. Way too fun. Way too fun. The sleeper has awakened. Exactly, right? Dun, dun, dun. Let's get some Dune up in here. You know what? I think instead of starting this next story and having to end it 5 minutes later, we'll end a little early. And we'll pick this up maybe, I don't know, next time we play. So on Monday, we're going to be doing a special announcement, some giveaways, showing off the newest project. We're going to possibly do some group content, likely the Rackle event. I'd like to do that. I don't have a timeline for it, but Monday, we'll see you all there. 8 a.m. Pacific time, if you want to be there for the announcement and the giveaways. Very excited to show you guys all of that and properly show it off and properly release it. Oh, super exciting. Special announcement day. Love those days. Finally actually get to show off what we worked on for forever. So for those of you on YouTube, feel free to watch whatever the newest videos are. For those of you on Twitch, we're gonna go raid somebody, though I haven't decided who yet. Have we met Roglin yet? I wish I kept better track of who I raided, but I'm really bad. Roglin. Bye, have a nice day. See you later. Have a good one. Looks like they're doing Flashpoint or Operation, I can't tell which. Thanks! Happy New Year! Okay, we're gonna go. We gotta go! Bye!